Hey everyone, what is up? Thanks for tuning in. Today we're doing our day trade recap, of course. So today is Monday, fresh new start to the week, June 21st here, and I guess I'm satisfied is a good way to put it. So today's performance was initially, I'd say pretty poor, and I struggled quite a bit. However, I was able to clean things up towards the very end and get green on the day. So today I'm up $242, but it was a big struggle. So let's look at the performance for today, and then I'll show you some of the trades and we'll go from there. So here we go. Let's see what I traded first off. Okay. Let me just rattle off what I traded here. Mainly today I was trading Torchlight, which was TRCH. I got 2 trades in on AEI. What else? I traded a little bit of MOXC. And then kind of finished the day with GBR. So those are the stocks I traded, and I'll kind of go through some of the trades. I made a ton of trades today, and it was all in regards to trying to dig out of a hole. So let's look at this right in front of you right here, the intraday balance. This shows my performance throughout the day and kind of how the day went. So started red, not good. I always hate starting red, you know, just trying to initially dig out of a hole, and I was able to dig out of it. So I got up all the way up to $138, and then from there made a drastic trade, which took me down to negative $408. So that's just one of those moments you're like, it's so frustrating going from green to red on the day. And from there, I realized, all right, here comes the work, because now I got to work to dig out of it. I'm not going to, you know, it's tough. Sometimes you shouldn't, what's really difficult to do, sometimes you just, you know, shouldn't try extremely, you know, really hard to dig yourself out of a hole, because sometimes the writing's on the wall with the opportunities with the stocks that you're trading. And if there's no more stocks left, or if it's let's say later in the day and you're still trying to get out of that hole, sometimes it can be even worse, and you can go even deeper in the red. However, today, since I was red earlier in the day, I decided, okay, I'm going to try to dig out of it, and I'll just do my best to try to take the best trades. But to be honest, I didn't take a whole lot of great trades. I took a lot of them were small scalp trades, and some of them were just bad red trades, and I was basically back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, going from green, green, green to big red to green, 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 green. So it was like multiple steps forward and then a big step back. I basically traded sideways for a while, and eventually I got to a place where I started just making a green, 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 green trade, and a ton of them. They were all smaller, but it took so many for me to dig out of that hole. So that was today's performance. Let's look over, let's just look at TRCH. Now, I'll tell you the problem I had with this one is that, let's look at the yearly chart, because today was a big day for Torchlight. And in the last couple days, last week, man, it just had a excellent run. I traded it a bunch last week, and the thing is still in play, and today was a huge gap up pre-market. So if you look at the intraday, here we moved from, you know, it closed Friday at 664, and today gapped up pre-markets, trading at $9 like pre-market. So incredible move up. Now this is where I had a big problem, is that I understand, okay, with that big gap up and so many traders on this thing has potential to move, but move in either direction. You know, it could go up some more, it could come down really hard. You just don't really know. You just gotta watch as it unfolds. And I didn't trade it initially, and I decided, I think I hopped in this area here, And I made a few trades in it. I was thinking, oh, wow, this is okay. We got some movement here. And I was thinking, okay, this could be potentially the top area here. So I just sat on my hands for a minute and it pulled back and then rips beyond that. So I decided to hop back in and try to trade it. And I didn't realize this thing was going to push so hard. And it had an incredible move here from 996 all the way up to 1089. Incredible move. Problem with that is it created a lot of FOMO for me because I wasn't holding through that entire position, and you know, because I was in and out and I was scalp trading so much on this that I missed a lot of the move, and I decided to hop back in, and of course got into a bad spot in here on the back side of the move. And it's always hard to judge where you know where these things are gonna top out at, and if you're getting in high and expecting to sell higher, that doesn't always work out, and sometimes you get trapped in buying that top area. So anyways, I got in, and what happened here was I was holding and I was waiting for a bit of a bounce, and we didn't get that. It was just a falling knife from this point, and as easy as it went up with that strength is just as easy as it came down. You know, we had two big red candles, and I was expecting some kind of support somewhere, maybe possibly in here. And we just didn't get much of a bounce, so I had to cut my loss. That was the big loss for me when I went from being up 138 to down 400. That was torch there, and I torched myself. Haha. Anyways, yeah, so this thing was a falling knife. I just had to cut the loss, and it was just a drastic move. And from there, it got a little difficult because it trended down. I was thinking, okay, this thing's done. But right in here, we found some support right in this area, 830. And from there, we had a nice consolidation for quite a while, and then it curled up. And from there, it was kind of like game on again. So once I see that it curls and breaks past some limits over here, I decided to trade a little bit more. But at this point, I got really frustrated with Torch because I had to make so many trades on it, and on the upswings of these moves, they were just not big enough moves to really make the gains that I was looking for. And although it was trending in the right direction, it was just very slow to break out of positions. And I think what happened here is just there's so many people that got into this stock. It got traded so much. I mean, look at this. Today it traded 385 million shares, which is ridiculous. I mean, like 30 million is a ton, so 385 is a ridiculous amount. And we do have this really nice move after hours too, which is pretty incredible. But throughout this entire portion of the day, I traded it a ton, but it just wasn't having the breakouts that I wanted, and I think it just got way too crowded. So yeah, that was pretty much Torch for me. Kind of a frustrating day on it. And what really saved my day was GBR. I moved on over this one later on today. And if you go to the yearly chart, I like GBR. GBR is a good day trading stock in my eyes. Obviously, you can see we've had in the past, what was this, in January? We had a huge rip on GBR, going from $2 all the way up to $31. That's potential that I like to see. That's when I'm looking at the yearly chart here. So knowing that, you know, looking at that, thinking, okay, we've got potential. We don't, you know, I don't expect it to go back up to 30, but you know, if it's gain some strength and some momentum, I think it's got potential to move up, and it sure did today. So I'm glad I decided to hop into this one and start trading it. And I really got more interested definitely in this zone. I think I had previous few trades on it. This was a good area in here, good run up, pulled back, Wanted to kind of retest here, pulled back some more, and then we had this nice big move. So I got in there, started trading that, and traded this all the way till the end of the day. It had quite a few trades in here, but that really helped me get out of the red today. And so super thankful for GBR, because I would definitely be red today again. So that's pretty much what I traded. Let me show you. I made a big mistake on MOXC towards the end of the day too. This thing, I timed it wrong, and it was a good stock to trade as well. If you look at the yearly chart here, definitely a former runner. A lot of volatility and movement in here in the past. So today was a great move too. You know, going from 11 bucks all the way hitting a high of 20 basically. So pretty incredible move today. And unfortunately, I just timed this wrong. At one point, you know, I got some FOMO because I missed out on this big move here, and it starts trending up, you know, further up. And I was kind of looking for maybe another curl up, and I was waiting for it to pull back. It did, got in, timed it wrong. It was a fake out and just a complete drop here. And that's where I sold off. So look at this real quick. That's where I was basically, I was down negative 22 bucks on the day. So I was almost back to neutral in a better position. And then that trade on MOXC put me down negative 200 bucks. So the only way I cleaned that up was with GBR. So I'm kind of frustrated at myself for just not executing MOXC very well. I've made a few mistakes on it, even made mistakes on it earlier in the day. And yeah, if it wasn't for GBR, I'd definitely be down today. So that is pretty much today's recap. I will go over my swing trade with AMC real quick before I head out here. AMC, so today was just another grinding day. A lot of grinding on this one, and it was a red day. So, but you guys know I'm holding my AMC position. It's a swing trade for me, and been holding. What was my average cost here? I'm in at 16 bucks, and I have added just a few times, not very much on some of these red days, but you know, I've got high expectations for this thing. A lot, you know, it's covered so much in the news and in the trading world, and I think there is still a lot of potential in this thing, but it's just becoming quite a bit of a grind. I think once we can break some of these areas like 65, or what is it, 64.81, and 68, and what else, 72. If we can break some of these areas, I think we'll have some nice strong movements up with shorts covering. But as of now, it's just been this day in, day out grind. You know, we're holding this range pretty well, which I'm happy about. You know, we haven't really broken down really hard. So a lot of, you know, I'd say a lot of support in here. And I think just as the chart looks, you know, it's looking pretty strong. Now, this was a little difficult day here too, because we did break kind of this ascending triangle. I mean, you could still say it's still in that range too, though. But yeah, I definitely think if we can push past 65 hard and not just come up to it and bump into it, and then I think if we can cross it pretty hard, it'll really take off. But who knows? This thing could just continuously grind and just have like a slow bleed off. But I'm in this one swinging for the fences, hoping it goes to who knows what. I mean, there's been so many crazy predictions people have had for this, and there's no real way to know what it's going to go to. But I mean, there's people, you know, saying 100,000. I don't know if that's obtainable, but who knows? I mean, if everyone really did hold this thing and didn't sell out, I mean, it could really go to the moon. So that's AMC for you. Let me know in the comments if you guys are also in AMC for this big move. Like, I'd be interested to hear where you guys are sitting at as far as like your average costs on your price and what you're looking at. But that is AMC. So that pretty much wraps it up for today. Show you the calendar real quick before I head out. I'm happy to be green on Monday, and while my performance was not great today, I'm still happy with myself going from green to being down red for quite a while, just digging, and finally getting out of it and getting, you know, 242 bucks ain't bad when it's been a crappier day for me all day. So very happy with that. And I just want to put some bigger green days on this week. I need to work on my performance a bit, get a little bit more focused, make some better trades, and not be as desperate sometimes, because I think desperation leads me into, you know, trading bad setups sometimes. So, anyways, last week was 2,600. Week before that, 13. And then 426 on the first week. So we're sitting at 4,667 bucks. So not bad. I'm happy with the progress. The ratios are good. 12 green days, 3 red. Got to keep those red days down for me. And I just need to increase this number, because while this is pretty decent for me, you know, 5,000. You know, last month was not great. I was actually negative. So down 1,000 last month. April was 2,000, so not that great there. March was 6,000, much better there. And oh man, February was my worst month ever. You guys need to go back, look through the videos. I have a video where I lost, showing you how I lost 24K in one day, and I was this is just a absolutely crazy month, because I was putting on initially pretty good numbers. Like, look at this. The first week of February, I made 12 grand. Like, that was incredible for me. And I think I just got way too confident and was trading way too aggressive. And that followed into that next week, where I just burned my account and went, you know, 24K just in one day. But anyways, that was a negative 12K month, and that pretty much neutralized my 11K month in January. January was awesome, 11K, and I pretty much wiped everything out with February. So this is what sucks. You really, you know, sometimes in trading, you go through these times of when you're making really great money, like in January, and you think that might, you know, just continue on in a sense. And if you keep trading the way you do and the market changes, you need to learn to adjust. And that's definitely what ate me up in February. But it's hard to look at this and go, wow, I made incredible money in January, and I basically erased that completely in February. So this is pretty much, these 2 months were neutral. It's just like I didn't trade at all in a sense. I mean, down 1,000, I guess, with the 2 of them. But so since then, I think I've scaled things back just a bit. And to be honest, I have a little, like for this month, I have a little bit less capital to trade with, because I'm doing this AMC swing position. And that's taking a good chunk of my capital to hold that. So less money to day trade with, which is why I think my numbers are down just a little bit. But when I'm done with the AMC position, we'll get back to trading my full cash balance, and which will be good. So anyways, sorry to keep jabbering on. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap. I hope you guys enjoy the progress here. It really does. I enjoy, you know, when I first started trading, I really enjoyed watching other traders, and especially not the pro traders, because I wanted to see how kind of the average person was doing. Someone, you know, sometimes you watch traders that have massive accounts and it's just like not realistic for you. And it's hard to even comprehend sometimes, because when, you know, like Ross from Warrior Trading, the guy's awesome, great teacher. I have learned so much from him. But, you know, when he makes 24, 50, 100 grand in a day, it's just like, I can't even compute. It's crazy. Although I did have my massive red day before, which was almost equivalent to some of his big red days. So that is not good on my part. But anyways, June is all right. We're making some progress. And that's really all it for now. So I hope you guys enjoy the recap. Make sure to subscribe and like if you're enjoying this. And that'll be it for today. So we'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday. Hopefully one of these days we're going to get a big push on AMC, but who knows. But that is it for now. So take care, and we will see you tomorrow.